Alrighty, let's get started. So today we're going to start playing a game called The Dig. It's another LucasArts point-and-click adventure. It's one that I don't know why, but for some reason I wanted to play it for a long time. Maybe just because like the logo looked cool or something. I've never actually read a review or anything of it that said it was particularly good, but I picked it up and I've got it ready here. So I figure let's take a look at this, and if I find it enjoyable, maybe I'll do the whole thing, and well, if not, maybe we'll just do it as a one-off. So, without further ado, I guess let's get started. So yeah, this is the GOG version running on ScumVM. And I've never actually played any of this. I've seen the intro once or twice, but because I was setting this up and making sure that it worked. I think it's working. At least it was working.
Of course I miss you, darling. This is the loneliest place on Earth. Most exciting thing ever happens here is the day when it don't rain. Excuse me, darling, I got some work to do. What the heck is that? Get on in here, Pete. We got us a big old asteroid on a 3-week collision course with Earth.
The asteroid has been named Attila, after the war leader of the Huns, who devastated Europe just before the fall of the Roman Empire. Attila was first spotted in a tracking station in Borneo. According to NASA sources, the probability of impact with Earth is 99%.
5, 4, ignition, 2, 1.
The shuttle is up and away. This is not a mission the shuttle was designed for, but as Mission Commander Boston Lowe said in the press conference last night,
if the shuttle is the last hope of the human race, then it'll have to do the job, won't it? Wait a minute, folks. Let me introduce the landing team. Ludger Brink is a noted geologist. He'll evaluate our data on placement of the nuclear devices.
We have to be accurate. The idea isn't to blow Attila to bits. If we did, some of the pieces would certainly hit Earth with devastating effect.
And now I hardly have to introduce Maggie Robbins to you. She's probably the most well-known journalist in the world.
Maggie, you're famous for having once said that you never put up with censorship in any form. Now you're under NASA command.
Miss Robbins is a reporter by vocation, but on this mission she's...
I think I can answer the question myself, Commander Lowe. Danny, I trained for this mission, and I have work to do in laying the nuclear charges. When I come home, I'll be a reporter and tell you all about it. But during the mission, I'm part of the team, and I will obey Commander Lowe like any good soldier.
That may be the biggest news story of all. Maggie Robbins obeys orders.
In going over your bios, I find that Professor Brink is also a noted archaeologist, while it's well known that Maggie is a prodigy at learning new languages. Is this just coincidence?
Not at all. We wanted the best and the brightest for this mission. Dr. Brink and Ms. Robbins are not narrow specialists. They are resourceful, widely educated, and creative thinkers.
Does that apply to you too, Commander Lowe?
My job is to keep everybody alive. I don't have to be brilliant. I just have to be careful. The other 2 crew members will remain with the shuttle. Ken Borden is the most experienced shuttle pilot we have. Cora Miles is our payload specialist. As you all know, she's a candidate for Congress, but we figured saving the planet is more important than campaigning.
It's cheaper, too.
Any parting message for the people of Earth?
We have exactly one chance. And we've got to do it right. Let all your prayers be with us.
Low here. Come on out, kids. The water's fine.
Robin's here. Going independent.
Welcome to the wonderful world of space. Don't bump into anything.
I'll be careful, Commander.
Brink here, going independent.
Howdy, Brink. Welcome to the place where geology and astronomy meet.
A professor once told me, astronomers are geologists with clean hands and a squint.
You going to quote him on that in some magazine, Robbins?
I'm just part of the landing team right now, Commander Lowe.
Alright, so we have control. We have a few items that we can play around with.
Gordon? Come in, Gordon.
I'm here, boss.
Are we in position, Ken?
Attila's given us less gravity than I expected, but the attitude jets are compensating.
Any problem with us taking the pig now, Ken?
Just tell Miles, and you can take the little squealer to market.
Say
Low
something
out.
profound.
Cockpit out.
Miles, this is Low. Do you read?
Yeah, Boston, I'm on you.
You
wish. In your dreams.
Ready for the deployment of the free fall tool chest.
Is the crew clear of the area?
Crew is clear. Proceed. Everything fine with the pig, Cora?
Looking sweet, Boston. You just be good to my baby.
Low to landing team. I'm taking the pig down to the surface. Follow me.
You be good to my baby, Boston, you hear me?
We'll be back soon, Cora. Try not to miss me too much. Low out.
So that was lucky, but it kind of gives a taste of how this is going to go.
Robbins, this is Low. Do you read?
Robin's here. What is it?
I'll bet you make the pig the hero of the story, Robbins.
So far, it has the most attractive personality.
I was making a joke, Robbins.
I know, Commander. So was I.
Kind of strange thinking of nuclear explosives as precision instruments, isn't it?
I think it's a nice change, compared to thinking of them as weapons.
Oh, I see. That's your story angle. Nukes to save the world instead of destroy it.
That's way too long to be the headline, Commander. More likely it'll be Nukes Save World. Or maybe Nukes Blast Attila off course.
I thought it would be space aliens plot to abduct astronauts, destroy Earth with giant rock.
Apparently my career is amusing to you, Commander.
Why is it I can tease everybody on this crew except you?
Because they know you like them, Commander.
I like you, Robbins.
No, you don't.
Low out. Frank, this is Low. Do you read?
Frank here. I read you.
This is pretty cool, actually.
Keep an eye on the pig, okay? Don't want it drifting off into space.
I travel all this way, and I end up as a swine herder.
Explosive charges haven't been bumped or anything, have they, Frank?
Alpha Charge and Beta Charge are both doing fine, Commander.
Are you getting a good look at the asteroid, Frank?
I have hardly looked at anything else, Commander.
So there's something that kind of bugs me about this, and that's that it seems like the asteroid just kind of hanging in Earth orbit. I mean, if it were a real asteroid that were traversing space, it would probably be at a very large relative velocity to Earth, and that's where most of the problem would come from. Is that? That's where most of the danger would come from the...
Low to Brink. Come in, Brink.
Most of the,
I read you, Low. What is it?
Let's try this.
Happy to set foot on a new world, Brink?
Attila is a very old world, Commander. It is merely new to us.
Low out.
Huh. Whoa. I guess I'm going to need to talk more with my people, huh?
Load a payload, over.
Miles here.
How's the congressional campaign going without you?
Well, my opponent is demanding equal time in space.
With or without a suit?
Just don't screw up the mission, Boston, and I'll be in Congress next January.
I just want you to know you've got my vote, Cora.
That's not a
Until
question.
my opponent offers you more money.
Everything okay with the explosives, Cora?
They're ready to pin the tail on Attila. Just make sure you tie them down right, Boston.
How's the pig, Cora?
It looks kind of lonely sitting here all by itself.
Low, over and out.
So I actually don't know exactly what to do.
I'm here, boss.
You're saying Attila is less massive than we expected.
Hey, maybe Attila's nothing but a big old bubble. How do we know what's inside an asteroid?
Give us the go-ahead on the explosives, Ken.
Plant Alpha Charge in Quadrant 2.
There we go.
Make sure you get it on a level surface so Attila blows in the right direction.
Alpha Charge, Quadrant 2.
How's our little piggy?
Ugly as ever, but Cora might have a different opinion.
Alright.
Low out.
Cockpit out.
Quadrant 2. Whoa, cool. Like the suits get lit up differently.
Low to Brink. Come in, Brink.
Brink here.
Have you noticed anything unusual?
No one has ever been this close to an asteroid before, Commander. I cannot possibly know what is usual or unusual.
The explosive charges haven't been bumped or anything, have they, Brink?
Alpha Charge and Beta Charge are both doing fine, Commander.
Huh.
Low out.
It's a specially designed explosive charge engineered to help move the asteroid into a safe orbit.
Let's see if we can clear up old Attila's complexion. Nice and smooth now.
Okay. Alpha charge.
Shuttle, this is low. We're placing the explosive in quadrant 2.
Acknowledged.
Could you give me a hand with this, Brink?
I'll be right there, Commander Lowe.
Excellent work, Brink. Ken, the charge is set.
Instruments confirmed. Hey, I'm just so proud of you boys.
Whoops.
It's explosive device Alpha.
Look at the pretty red light, boys and girls. I'd say this charge is armed. Low to Brink. Come in, Brink.
Brink here. I read you.
Is our last charge doing all right, Brink?
It's a little lonely, but it's doing fine.
Is there anything that should make us reconsider the placement of the charges?
That's the question I
The
wanted.
original choice of quadrant seems adequate, Commander.
Low out. Robbins, this is Low. Do you read?
Robin's here. What is it?
Let's blow up a planetoid together sometime, Robbins.
Oh, you think of the most romantic ideas.
You're kidding. That's the first time I've teased you and you didn't bite my head off.
That was the first time you didn't make fun of my profession.
Getting anything juicy for your first article?
I'm not writing my article right now, Commander Lowe.
She has like a laptop inside the suit. Alright.
Low out.
So we need to figure out where to place the second charge. Oh, by the way, one thing I did try while I was playing with this is this little guy. There's actually a minigame in here. It's the asteroids, the Moonlander minigame that like used to be in like Windows 3.1, only it's a little bit upgraded. It's actually pretty cool. You have to land at extremely low velocity.
The Eagle has landed.
Anyway, you can keep playing it, but it's a pretty cool little game. I always liked that game, and I haven't had a copy of it in a long time, so this is kind of a neat thing. Anyway, next up...
Miles, this is Low. Do you read?
I read you, Low. What is it?
We gotta talk to these people until we figure out where to place the second charge.
Pretty good. Except my instruments are showing that at least one of them is not yet armed.
There are two of them.
I just want you to know you've got my
We already got... Oops.
Only if you move to Mississippi, Boston.
Low, over and out.
Huh.
Borden? Come in, Borden.
I read you, Low. What is it?
Looks like the nuke is set in this quadrant, Ken.
Keep trucking, boss.
Looks like the nuke is set in this quadrant, Ken.
Keep trucking, boss.
A lot of dialogue. Very cool.
Let me know if you notice something that would change our mission parameters.
Sure thing, boss. Right now, Attila's sleeping like a baby.
How's our little piggy?
Ugly as ever, but Cora might have a different opinion.
Doesn't look like there's any way to skip the dialogue.
Let me know if you notice something that would change our mission parameters.
Sure thing, boss.
Huh.
Right now, Attila's sleeping like a baby.
Low out.
Cockpit out.
Someone's got to be able to tell us where to put
Miles, this is Low. Do you read?
I'm here, Boston. Yak away.
I just want you to know.
Oh, I already did this. Son of a gun.
Maybe if somebody helps you figure out the levers in the voting booth.
Haha, funny, funny.
Low out. Robbins, this is Low.
Robin's here. I read you.
Let's blow up a planetoid together sometime, Robbins.
Is this something that's supposed to be in the manual I'm supposed to look up?
You're kidding. That's the first time I've teased you and you didn't bite my head off.
That was the first time you didn't make fun of my profession.
Low out.
Okay. Well, we'll have to figure out. One, two, three, four. Huh.
Frank, this is Low. Do you read? I read you, Low. What is it? Do you see any problems, Frank?
As you Americans might say, Commander, we will kick Atelia's butt.
Is our last charge doing all right, Frank?
Where does it need to go?
It's a little lonely, but it's doing fine.
The pig is lighter now, Frank. Don't let it wander off.
Just make sure you get everything you might need out of the pig.
Well, there were three things.
Low out.
There must be a paper manual that you're supposed to look at to figure out how to do this or something. Let's just check out each of the quadrants. There doesn't appear to be any limit to how much we can move around, so... Ah. So here's something we can click on, at least. First, let's try talking
Robbins,
to people.
this is Low. Do you read?
Robin's here. What is it?
Let's blow up a planet.
Oh, come on.
Oh, you think of the most romantic ideas.
You're kidding.
I want to skip this repeat dialogue. I can't skip it.
That was the first time you didn't make fun of my profession.
This is all pretty dull so far, Robbins. I hope you can find something interesting for your lead.
You went into space and...
Am I doing something wrong?
No, I'm just trying to be friendly.
And I'm trying to be a good crew member. Can't you forget for even 1 second that I'm a reporter?
Have you looked up at the Earth yet, Robbins?
Oh, is that big blue thing the Earth?
Low out.
Okay.
There's a big rock right where I need to plant the nuke.
Well, that helps.
There's a big rock right where I need to plant the nuke.
Maybe the digger?
Guess what, boys and girls? Using the zero-G digger on this boulder is gonna work just as well as trying to move a sand dune with a teaspoon. We better think of something else.
Better find out what Mission Control suggests.
Mission Control? I'm not calling Houston until I'm sure there's nothing we can do. Just think for a minute. Miles, this is Low. Do you read?
This is Miles.
Looks like we got us a big old boulder right on the target site.
Too big for the zero-G digger?
Oh, the digger could do it. In maybe a week.
Let me think what else in the pig might be helpful. What about the spade? Any place where you can get leverage to use it like a pry bar?
No matter what they all say, Cora, you're a genius.
There was a spade in there?
Low out.
Well, first I've heard of it. All right. But I mean, the music is good. There's a lot of dialogue. It's pretty decently, voice acted. It's too bad that the things turning blue don't stay blue if you've already experienced them. And it's too bad you can't skip dialogue. Or at least I haven't figured out how yet. Ah, I didn't even see it. Alright. Shovel it is. Alright. Then we are going to head to Quadrant 3 again. Now we have a shovel. I was expecting a far more, I mean, I'm sure something else is going to happen that's going to be interesting, right? But, like, right now, as of right now, it's just like, wow, this is a really simple mission. Float around asteroid, use a couple items, hope for the best.
Cora, Ken, I'm jamming the shovel in under the boulder, then using maximum down thrust to pry it up. Does that sound workable?
Well, I'm a little short on data about the tensile strength of shovel handles in 0G under maximum thrust conditions. In other words, who knows? It might work.
Boss, be careful. If the handle breaks, maximum down thrust will smash you right into Attila. You know the saying, whether the stone hits the glass or the glass hits the stone, it ain't gonna hurt the stone.
Thanks for the encouragement, Ken. Frank, if this actually works, the boulder's going to come flying straight at you. Better fly clear.
Thanks for the warning.
It's pretty cool. Whoa, there it goes.
Looks like it worked.
Yeah.
Now, aren't you glad I made sure the tool chest had a shovel in it? My rule is, if you can pick it up, take it with you, because you never know when you might need it.
I have the same rule, Cora, but I thought it only applied to women in bars. If you can pick her up...
Careful, Ken. You don't want to find yourself getting quoted as a sexist pig in Maggie's article. I'm not here to spy on you.
Lighten up, Robbins. They're just teasing you. If they thought you were really a spy, they'd never talk freely on the open frequency.
Okay, so we probably still need to flatten it out.
No need. The target's ready for the explosive charge.
Okay, so they say. Then let's apply the explosive charge.
Shuttle, this is low. Now placing the explosive on the base of the asteroid in Quadrant 3.
Acknowledged.
I need another hand here, Brink.
Of course, Commander.
it's the best 30-minute LucasArts adventure game that there ever was. Alright, we're done. Let's get out of here. Arm it.
This asteroid has a pair of landing lights now, kids. Stick a fork in us, we're done.
Who writes your material, Commander?
I get it all out of the newspapers, Robbins.
So this is either going to work or it's not. I guess we're going to find out. Let's head back to Quadrant 1 and we can... I guess we probably want to bring the pig back, right? No? Maybe not. Oh, shuttle is a choice there, too. Do we just leave it here? I guess we just leave it here. Let's head back to the shuttle.
Let's head back to the shuttle and watch Attila do the old fire dance.
I don't think we're going to want to be anywhere near it. Music is really good. Very atmospheric.
Load aboard and do you copy?
How do you think I passed my NASA exams?
Haha.
Do you think the pig will really survive these explosions?
Well, if Cora wasn't sure, do you think she'd let you leave her baby down there?
Both nukes are in place and armed. We made pretty good time, I think.
Looks good, boss. Come on back inside for the fireworks.
All right.
Confirm everybody inside.
All in, Cora.
All clear payload.
All clear, landing team.
All clear, shuttle.
Confirm doors closed.
Doors closed.
explosives armed? Houston gives us the go-ahead. Say when, boss.
Do it. Now let's see, is it the big green triangle or the little red circle?
Shut up and push, Ken. My baby's getting impatient.
Here we go. We have detonation, Alpha and Beta.
What are the instruments showing?
Nothing big coming our way.
What's the pig telling us, Cora?
Attila's still in one piece. There's a lot of seismic bounce, some fracturing. We're stable again. Radioactivity in Quadrant 1 is well within the safe range.
What does Houston say, Ken?
Everything's go for a surface walk at your option.
Then let's go, landing team. Let's see what Attila looks like after plastic surgery. Be careful, kids. Attila is more dangerous now than before we tamed him.
Those were certainly profound first words to speak on Earth's new moon.
I'm not making speeches, Robbins. I'm concerned about keeping everybody alive.
Commander, I can collect rock samples later. Right now, I would like to get below the surface down into that tunnel.
We're gonna do it eventually. We might as well do it now. You agree, Robbins?
I'm game for it.
Heck yeah.
I've called the pig. We'll send it on ahead to light the way.
Heck yeah.
Remember, any rock may be loose, and any wall may collapse at any time.
Yeah, but we're in microgravity, so it doesn't really...
Cora, send down the pig, please. We'll need the light.
Okay, there goes the pig with lights on it. I don't know why it's spinning. Usually you try to reduce angular momentum, unnecessary angular momentum.
You see anything unusual, Brink?
It's hard to determine how this tunnel was formed.
It wasn't created by the explosion?
No, it's very ancient. The explosions opened the door, but this tunnel, old but not as old as the asteroid.
What does that mean?
I don't know yet. It just feels unnatural. There are some odd projections near the bottom of this tunnel that don't seem to belong here.
Robbins, this is Lowe.
This is Robbins.
I like the background sound. It's really cool.
Everything here is interesting. But it's Brink who actually understands what he's seeing.
Hard to believe this asteroid just happened to come visit Earth.
Almost as if somebody decided our sky wasn't interesting enough with just one moon.
Looks like Brink lined up the nukes perfectly.
Yes, Commander. The mission is a success.
Everything looks pretty strange with the light coming up on the pig like this.
My dad used to put a flashlight under his face on Halloween and scare the neighborhood kids. It made him look so eerie.
Low out. Low to Brink. Come in, Brink.
Brink here.
You see anything unusual?
It's hard to determine how this tunnel was formed.
It wasn't created by the explosions?
No, it's very ancient. The explosions opened the door, but this tunnel, old, but not as old as the asteroid.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Let me think a minute.
I'll check back with you. Be careful maneuvering around these rock walls.
Is that profound?
These walls are more stable than I expected, Commander. But of course I'll be careful.
What do you think of our star reporter?
Very unorthodox, bringing a reporter on a space mission. But she is very capable, and she writes interesting stories.
Sorry, we don't have any better light source than the pig.
We have a flashlight.
My problem isn't lack of light. It's lack of experience with the interior of asteroids.
Low out.
Alright, before we go in, we should probably just, like, check in with the two that are on the shuttle.
This is Low. Do you read?
This is boarded.
Anything from Houston?
No, the tracking stations report that everything's fine so far.
I can't tell you how strange it feels down here looking at these rock walls.
Yeah, well, I can't tell you how boring it feels to be up here looking at the same old instrument panel.
The pigs seem to hold up pretty well in the nuclear explosions.
Yep, every now and then, the lowest bidder does it right. Low out. Cockpit out.
Load a payload over.
This is Miles.
How long will the pig hold out as a light source?
Plenty of time. If it starts to run low, we can pull my baby up to the surface and let the solar batteries recharge.
How's the O2 supply?
Holding up well enough. But it won't last forever. Make every minute count.
I'm sorry you can't see what we're seeing, Cora.
I'm getting the video from your suits. But you're right. It isn't the same.
Oh, that's weird.
Low, over and out.
They screwed up the reverb effect on that clip.
It's the pig.
I think you're right, Brink. The stone projection isn't natural.
Yes, but what is it doing here?
Projecting, obviously.
I can't use these two things together. I can't use these two things together.
Then I'll just examine them.
Brink, I wish I knew what these odd projections are.
I've taken pictures of them for analysis.
Look at this, Brink. This can't be natural.
Definitely not. A metal plate. Definitely an artifact.
An artifact? But who could have put something like this in a tunnel?
Yes, yes, I think it's clear. Wherever Attila came from, there was someone there.
Could this be part of some kind of message? Like the one NASA put in Voyager.
If it's a message, I don't understand it.
Whatever it is, we've got to tell Houston immediately.
Negative, Robbins. I'm clamping down total security as of this moment.
You've got to be kidding.
You've been telling me all along you just want to be an ordinary member of the mission. I've had secret orders all along to look for any sign of alien presence on this rock. And now that we've found it, my instructions are clear. What I want to hear from both of you right now is, I understand, Commander Lowe.
I understand and agree, Commander Lowe. There is nothing to be gained from a premature announcement.
Robbins.
I understand, Commander Lowe.
Ken, Lowe here.
I read you, boss.
Tell Houston that I said Attila's a real Hun.
What? Is that some kind of joke?
Just tell them, Gordon. You'll receive new communication protocols immediately afterward.
Oh, cool. This is like a secret code.
Just think, Cora. You're the only one in Congress who knows anything about this.
Houston says the message is received and they're transmitting new codes.
We're getting back to work down here, Ken. Low out. Brink, I wish I knew what these odd projections are.
I've taken pictures of them for analysis.
I can't go any further down this chasm. It's the pig.
Huh.
It's comforting to know we can return home in safety.
Well, he said he wanted to go into the tunnel or something, but I didn't see anything that I could click that...
Brink, I wish I knew what these odd projections are.
I've taken pictures of them for analysis.
Maybe that?
I may be criticized for it later, but I'm gonna dig out one of these odd projections.
It's your decision, Commander. that doesn't work, Commander, give it a big push.
The plate just dropped down, inside something.
The plate is gone?
It's a small, dark opening. It's a small, dark opening.
Yeah, so use the flashlight with it.
It's a small, dark opening.
Okay.
I'm going to push another one.
I wish we could be sure we weren't destroying whatever message they meant us to receive.
If there are
It
buttons...
seems to me that if they didn't mean us to push these metal plates, we wouldn't be able to push them.
Yeah, that's right.
It's another metal plate.
I wish there was some sort of inscription.
Abandon all hope, ye who... Ah, crap.
Here's number 3.
That one's big enough for us to go through.
It disappeared too.
Well, here goes nothing.
We're with you, Commander.
So you're probably noticing there's a lot of artifacting. This game, I think, was released on a single CD. So they had to compress the movies quite a bit. Oh yeah.
So, the asteroid is hollow.
Time to update Houston. Load a shuttle. Static. Must be all this rock.
We're cut off. Should we go back outside and call them?
Nah, they can sit tight for a few more minutes while we poke around.
Well, something to examine. Let's start there.
A raised area with indentations.
I know what a pedestal is, thank you. There's a vent.
A small vent leading back to the outer chamber. A small vent leading back to the outer chamber. I can't use these two things together.
Well,
I can't use these two things together.
okay, then I guess I need to chat with...
Brink. Come in, Brink.
I read you low. What is it?
Does this make any sense to you?
This cavern has been shaped as a dodecahedron, but I have no idea why.
This looks like more than we ever expected.
Don't be foolish, Commander. I am a geologist, yes, but there are many geologists more prominent than I. Always I suspected that my work in archaeology was the real reason I was brought along.
Low out. Robbins. Come in, Robbins.
This is Robbins.
Do you see anything significant?
That pentagon shape on the far wall. I think it's raised up from the surrounding surface.
Like a pedestal.
A pedestal, but there's nothing standing on it.
Unless we do. Who would have guessed Attila had a place like this inside?
Somebody guessed something, Commander. Or you wouldn't have been given your secret mission.
Low out.
Alright, stand on the pedestal. Oh boy.
These plates probably fit together, but how?
Okay.
These plates probably fit together, but how? Shallow indentation set into the raised platform. Shallow indentation set into the raised platform.
So we're missing a
piece.
piece.
This metal plate has got to have some purpose. This metal plate has got to have some purpose.
The other plate has to be somewhere. One thing that's a little difficult is that it doesn't tell me whether I can like scroll this view.
A small vent leading back to the outer chamber.
Oh, and the characters move really slowly, so I can't. So, we're missing a piece, it seems like. Oh, and if there were some place for me to... No, that's not true. Because the things that scroll without, like, shifting scenes just scroll. You don't have to click... You don't have to see the thing turn blue.
This metal plate has got to have some purpose. Shallow indentation set into the raised platform.
Yeah, I get it, but...
Brink, this is Lowe. Do you read?
Brink here.
Any ideas about these metal plates lying here?
They look like the metal panels you push through the shafts up in the tunnel.
Oh.
Low out.
Did I miss one? Well, I must have missed one then. Yep, there's one. Okay, so I'm liking this. This is pretty cool.
3 for 3 here, folks.
Well, 3 for 4.
I've heard of putting a message in a bottle, but never in a big rock.
Yeah. So it's kind of cool. It's very dialogue focused. And you can use the dialogue to get hints on a lot of stuff. It's pretty cool. I might play through this whole thing. I mean on a stream or something like that, right? Yeah, here we go. Alright.
What's happening?
We're moving!
It was camouflaged? Well,
I feel like someone turned me inside out twice.
It's a little difficult to move now.
That's because we've got gravity. Planet-type gravity. We're not inside the asteroid anymore. And the pressure is equalized. There's an atmosphere.
Can we breathe it?
Our suits are checking that automatically. Here we are. Yes, it's at least as breathable as the air in L.A. Of course, there's always the danger of airborne infectious agents.
I don't think so. Alien microbes should be no threat to us. They have not evolved to make use of our cell structures.
The oxygen in our suits won't last long anyway.
yeah, we're kind of stuck, aren't we?
I say we take them off and save the remaining oxygen for the return trip.
If there is a return
If
trip.
there is a return trip.
Oh. He immediately chokes and dies.
The air tastes good.
Surprise, surprise. Attila was a spaceship all along.
A starship, faster than light. We're not in our own solar system. No planet but Earth has an atmosphere like this, and this ain't Earth.
After so many years of bad TV shows and crackpots with phony pictures, here is the real proof. There is alien life.
Load a cockpit, over. Load a payload, over. Yeah, I'd say we're out of range. Way out of range.
Yeah, they'll get the message in a couple of years.
I don't see any aliens coming to greet us.
For all we know, it might have been 1,000,000 years since these people sent out Attila, and they long since died out.
I don't know about you, but I didn't pack a lunch.
Or a can of pop.
Well, we might as well look around and learn what we can about this place. We might be here a while.
Alright, well, I think that's probably a good stopping point for today. We have found ourselves stranded, possibly, on some kind of alien planet, but don't really know what's here. So, just going to save up. And I think we'll call it. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. I think we'll probably play more of this. Maybe I'll make this my Monday game for a little while. And, yeah. Hope to see you next time, Wednesday night, for something else fun. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you all later.